And it continues on. Last year's champ, or defending champ, Katie Simmers, is out in the water against the 2022 pipe champ, Moana Jones Wong.
So we don't know Moana so much for her performance surfing, but she surfs every day on the North Shore, and she rips. So, but yeah, she's up against it. Caitlin's a beast out here.
Here comes Caitlin, just as we suspected, finds the high corner there. Nice takeoff and great control on that cutback over some really chattery water on that surfboard.
Pulled that off, but it wasn't easy whatsoever.
Katie here, Ross.
Yeah, really nice drop. I know she didn't get like a lot of cover time there, but that was a very technical late drop. So we're just starting to see glimpses of what Caitlin can do out here.
Moana, backhand, drops into this one, squares up off the bottom, decides to pull. Oh, indecision right there. So survives that section. Is going to complete the ride, but did she make the right decision, Jesse?
I mean, I almost thought it was a better gamble for her to pull in because there was an exit. There's a lot of chandelier. It's very hard to manage that, but she would have maybe gotten a big score if she would have come out of it.
So you think that it's been the progression has been accelerated because the expectation that these youngsters put on themselves?
And exposure. They've been watching social media their whole lives, and they just expect to do that.
Well, here's Katie with a nice carve there, no barrel, but just wants to smartly get some points on the board, open up with a 3-point ride. Albatross, sign of good luck to sailors. Moana Jones Wong getting a couple nice carves on that chili board. And Moana sticking to some turns and looking good. Just needs a 3.68. Little under 15 minutes in that priority heat between those two. Scratching into this one. Dropping and ducking. Gets covered. And Moana feels that the momentum in this heat is turning her way, Ross. What do you think?
But that 5.1 on the right-hander, she smashed it. It was a really nice backhand snap. And I'm psyched on this little finishing maneuver, too. So she's out there. She's got her competitor's hat on. She is trying to get those scores. Nice little barrel there. Just gets clipped for a second. And again, she's trying to grind out.
That's one thing that Matt Biolis has done. Is he supports an entire crew over there in San Clemente. And a lot of the shapers that mentored him now actually work for him. So he's a pretty rootsy guy and has a lot of respect for the tradition of board building. Here we go. Simmers searching for something. Just finds a carve. Make it 2. Looking for a finish. Difficult, heavy water, and Katie gets bounced. I don't know if anyone could have rode out of that one.
Like, that was beautiful surfing. Like, she had a little bit of downtime. The wave got a little flat after she went over that section. And then she did some beautiful carves, like extended, drove down very nicely. This one even a little bit more. But this was money right there. That was a critical section, but she just got buckled off. There's nothing she could have done. It seems like as she hit the lip, I was like, wow, she's actually doing a very good work for her. It makes sense that they kept the score on the low ball.
Moana again, good-looking wave here. Snaps off the top, hangs on, stays connected over super steep. The score for this wave. Let's take a look at Moana first. So this was a 4.07, Jesse.
Thankfully for her, Moana had priority because that wave was critical, but just a one maneuver type of turn. And the wave before it.
Here we go. Katie Simmers pulls in. Drainer, second section for Simmers. And she looks like she wants to turn the heat on and turn the heat for herself. She gets the finish, and she's going to do just that. And there it is. Katie Simmers strikes back in a big, big wave.
It set her a little bit deeper. She kind of took off and identified down the line that the wave was going to stretch out. Beautiful barrel. And just finished it off very strong. That closeout that she felt on the wave before, obviously smaller wave, but she did hit that lip line very strongly, and that's going to be a beautiful score for her.
Well, she needs a 6.24, Ross, on this ride that we're watching right here. Do you think she got it?
Yeah, it's going to be close. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets it. It wasn't the deepest barrel, but it was a critical drop. And of these little extras, the last 2 maneuvers, check snap, close out re-entry right on a sandbar. This is a beautiful little hit right here, nice and clean. It's going to really help her. So even if she doesn't go all the way to the score she needs, she's not going to need a whole lot for a backup score. So
been so far with your beach visit.
It's pretty impressive. But here we go. Whoa, live action.
Yep.
That was a pretty heavy one.
Yeah. That's just going to eat up some time for Moana Jones-Wong. Katie Simmers. She is on to the quarterfinals, eliminating Moana Jones-Wong. See more of Katie next time we have competition. Right now, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more action.
Leave it to the world champ and somebody who thrives here at Pipeline to find a pretty good barrel on a day when they are hard to find. What did you see in that wave, Katie?
I just was kind of late to that wave, I feel like, because Moana went on the wave before. And then so I was kind of really far in, but I kind of knew there would be two waves, so right after the wave I just started paddling out. I didn't even see the wave yet, but I was I just need to be further out for it, because if there's a good wave. And also knowing that Moana probably bettered her score, I was oh, I'm probably going to need a pretty good wave. And I kept eating it on all my waves. Kind of just got blown off on a couple, and just a lot of paddling out there, non-stop paddling, and I think I was just a little tired just in general in that whole heat, just from paddling, and then I kept falling, getting waves on the head. But yeah, I just saw that wave and I was all right, well, it's gonna barrel, and then I got barreled, so it was fun.
You said that's what you wanted, and then you went out and found a way to make it happen. We've heard about the positioning all day. How did you sort of identify where you wanted to sit in the lineup?
The positioning, I kind of just sit where I always sit. That's kind of what, I saw the waves I wanted, which were kind of those A-frame, just peak waves with hopefully a barrel. And then those were kind of just, I feel like it's pretty reliable. It's a reliable spot for me where I'm I know that probably at least once a heat there's going to be a wave here. But then there was this crazy rip current in the middle of it and on it, so then I couldn't sit there because I couldn't even get there. I was way down, pretty much off the wall, and just so tired and just really sad, and then and then I did it. So yeah.
Yes, you did. Rest up. You got another one coming later. Congratulations.
Thank you all the peeps at home, and thank you to everyone. Yeah.
Thank you, Katie.